Welcome in, everybody. Chris, I see you here. Rowdy, Turbo, Real Mr. Purrs. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully well. It's good to see you. I already started a little bit off stream because I have stuff to catch up on. Hopefully the audio is good. We missed last week's stream because I was in Charlotte, so that was the thing. How are you guys doing? It was weird not streaming over there on, well, it would have been Sunday or Monday. But I'm glad to be back. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you had a good weekend. We are making Connor Zilich's Clicklane Axalta Camaro from the O'Reilly, or well, actually it'd be the Xfinity series last year. I started it off stream. Doing with some, well, I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Purrs. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I am still tired. Oh no, my camera. See, it's not focusing. Well, anyway, this is what we're going to be working on today. We'll hide that really quick. So this is from Bristol last year. And I don't really know much about this car other than he raced it at Bristol. Are we just discussing? No, so I have pulled up the Charlotte stuff from last week because I was obviously not able to stream because I was there. I was at the track. So we will be talking about Charlotte as well. We're going to start with that and then we'll go over this coming weekend. Ryan Anthony is going to be there on Sunday, so throw some confettis in the chat for that. It's his home track. It's pretty close to his house, I'm fairly certain. So excited for him to get to go to the race. Let's switch back to here and we'll see. Really, camera? Oh, jeez. First day of summer break. Well, that's exciting. I don't get a summer break anymore because I'm old. Alright, let's try that. If that doesn't fix it, we're just gonna roll with what we have tonight. Seriously? Oh, that's so disappointing. Let's try wiping the lens off. Alright, so how are you guys doing? Is everybody good? Is everyone doing well? I hope so. Of course, given the circumstances, we'll talk a little bit about Kyle. I don't really want to make the stream all about him. Just I will have a video going up tomorrow, kind of collecting my thoughts about Kyle and all of that. Yeah, whatever. Why is this not focusing? Hold on. Professional streamer here. Whoops. We don't need to see that. Alright, let me just try and fix this. Girlfriend and raise. Well, that sounds fun. So, 1, 2. So, the 4 of you guys are going, is what you're saying. Well, that's exciting. Is this your first race at Nashville? Probably not. I would assume not. Do you not want a sad stream? No, I don't really want a sad stream. Thursday was a pretty somber stream. So, yeah, I want to try to avoid that if I can. Alright, this might have fixed it. I might have fixed it. But yeah, so old man in the house, Tim is here to hang out with us. Good evening. Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, let's see that. Let's see if that fixes the camera. I don't really want to stream too long tonight. Oh, that's better. You can see my wrinkly hands. Okay. Much better. Alright, so yes, this is Connor Zilich's car from last year at Bristol. I think it was the Bristol 1 race. The first race of the season there. Haven't made any new customs, but I have been making some NASCAR papercraft cars. Just something I have fun making them. Well, that's cool, Rowdy. Let's see. I took that car down to Robert over the weekend. I'm finishing up the Carl Edwards car for my wife's cousin. Then this car. And then the next car we're going to be making is the Kyle Busch Robots car. So that one will be happening probably next stream. I'm gonna say probably next stream. But yeah, so we have tons of things to do, tons of things to catch up on. You're playing NBA 2K right now. Dude, I couldn't tell you the last time I played video games. It's been a while. But yeah, we'll talk about all things Charlotte. We got to recap that weekend. OJ Toothpaste in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to have you stopping by for the evening. Spend some time here on the channel. Might make some paper craft strings. Hey, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Yeah, so I put this this passenger side door decal on just to see how it would do, and I think we can get away with putting the driver's side on stream. So yeah, OJ is in the house. Good to see him. Yeah, so we'll talk about Charlotte. I mean, we can jump right into it. I will be doing, just like I did a couple weeks ago for my Talladega video, I'll be doing a Charlotte weekend review. I don't know when, probably next weekend or next Friday is my goal. So tomorrow we're going to do a Kyle Busch tribute similar to what we did for Greg Biffle. I feel like it's only right to do so. And yeah, so how did you find out about it? My dad called me and told me he couldn't believe it. I actually saw it on, I think it was either YouTube or Twitter. Or was it the Lionel Forum? It might have been the Lionel Racing Forum. Because on the forum they posted that he was hospitalized. And then I'm like, okay. Didn't think much of it. Everybody was kind of just like talking about it. And then, yeah, they brought up that he had passed on the forum. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the avenue with which I found out. But yes, obviously very sad. I will be posting a video tomorrow that kind of collects all of my thoughts about the situation, similar to the Greg Biffle video that we did a couple months ago, which, again, hard to believe about Greg. So yeah, obviously tough year for the NASCAR family. But yeah, that'll be going out tomorrow, so you guys can, if you are interested, you can watch that, and that'll kind of give a more, I'll give a more concise reflection and thought process on Kyle and the whole situation. So Ryan, not huge. Oh, 20 subscribers. Nice, Mr. Purrs. That's cool. It's exciting. Each milestone is exciting. I will absolutely say that. Every time you hit a milestone, it's exciting, no matter what that number is. Anyone see the Busch throwback? Yes, Stenhouse is running the NOS Energy 47 Kyle Busch throwback paint scheme this weekend. A very nice nod to him by the 47 bunch. Really appreciate that from those guys. I kind of hope that continues where teams are honoring Kyle this year, similar to what they did for Greg. So yes, very, very good on the 47 team and everybody involved there. Ryan and his friends have VIP passes for the race Sunday with pit passes, meet and greets, lunch. Ooh, he's going to be getting on the fun side of the track. The fun side of the track. That sounds very exciting. So yeah, kind of along those same lines, when I do my Charlotte review, you'll see kind of what we did over the weekend. pretty similar, except our VIP was for Saturday, not Sunday. We got to hang out with my friends on the 96 team. We got to hang out with my friends on the 39 team. I got the door panel picked up. We got that signed. So it will be a very fun video once I get around to making it. But yeah, that will all, I'll show, that'll probably be next week's video, next Friday's video. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. More than likely next week. This week, like I said, we're going to do a tribute video for Kyle tomorrow. But I hope they have fun. They still got a couple days until that happens. I want to say that you said you live fairly close to the track. So, hopefully traffic is better for you getting to the track and such than for us. Oh my gosh, it was a disaster in Charlotte on Sunday. Saturday was great. Sunday, not so much. I'll be honest, guys, if it's up to me, I'm never going to another Sunday race again. I'll go to Saturday races all day. Sunday races, too many people for me. Too many people. Saturday's just the right amount of people. Just the right amount of traffic. Pretty much none. Your tribute videos are most viewed. Yeah, Mr. Purrs, like, that's kind of the double-edged sword that we have to play with here, because I don't want to make a video for the views, and I'm not saying that you did. That's not my point. But you just got to be careful, you know. Do it with dignity and good taste. And again, I'm not saying that you didn't do that, but it's just kind of, it's a tough situation all around. So you just kind of have to be careful and tread lightly. But yeah, I'll have to check it out after the stream. I'll give it a look and see. But yeah, that's going to be tomorrow's video. Heading out for a trip to Tennessee in a couple days for a church choir trip, not the race. Well, still, a nice trip is fun with the church choir. That sounds even more fun. And of course, I would argue that what you're doing is more important than going to a race. Church is more important. I did go to the church service that they had in the track on Saturday, and that was very good. Obviously, it was Memorial Day weekend. And then, of course, with Kyle's passing, they talked about him. So it was good. Sure, I can. Oh, Martin, no problem. No problem at all. You don't have to apologize. Glad to see you here. Hopefully you're doing well. My day, well, it was okay. Work was a little bit of a headache, but not too bad. And then I get to come hang out with all of you guys tonight and work on some cars. Well, a car. So that's fun. At some point, I'll go get the Carl Edwards car and show you guys the progress that I made on that. I got to get it done by Saturday. We're stopping in the same mall that the Lionel store is looking at. Oh, Opry Mills Mall. Yep, I was there a couple weeks ago. And this weekend we went to the Concord Mills Mall in Charlotte, well, in Concord, and went to the Lionel event. So, no problem at all. Yes, Martin, we did. You just missed it. We talked about it like not even 5 minutes ago. Yep, a very good nod to Kyle from the 47 bunch. I really appreciate and respect that from those guys. Hopefully it'll get made in diecast form for everybody. It might be a little challenging, but we'll have to see. So I'm hoping that they can do it. I'm not going to buy it because that just really wouldn't fit into my collection. But hopefully for the people that want to buy it, they can. I also forgot to buy the Carson Hocevar gold Talladega win today. I was going to, and then I completely forgot. Not that I really wanted it, but I thought it would have been a pretty neat piece to have in the collection. Little history. It was a very cool burnout that he did in Celebration, so I kind of I was kind of wanting it for that aspect, but it's fine. I didn't really need it. I'll let somebody else out there have it. Granted, somebody's going to scalp the heck out of it and try and make bank on it, so that kind of annoys me. Like, that would have been really the only reason why I would have purchased it, to potentially sell. But yeah, I didn't end up getting it because I forgot and didn't pay attention to the time. Hey Braden, how are you doing? Hopefully well. Surprisingly, I got the gold house of hers this morning. The gold house of hers. I will never sell. I really want a Zilisch so bad. Yeah, they had the Red Bull cars, SVG and Connor, and I thought about getting those too for kind of the same reason, but I didn't end up. That would have been a lot of money to spend. Demon Hunter cards, good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you very much. It's I don't know how long you've been around, but it's been 15-ish years in the making that I've been working on these things, so it did not happen overnight, of course. Oh, just any Zilisch? Well, I know they've made some of his cars. Man, yeah. Tim, you're going through it. Braden, I'm pretty good. All things considered, you know. This weekend, I'm still a little sore from driving all weekend, but it was a fun weekend. It was a whirlwind of a weekend, but we obviously made it back. No problems, no issues. Yeah, it was a good one though. It went by really quick because we had to. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm trying to read chat and pay attention and talk at the same time. Have you seen Corey Day's truck went flying? Yes. So we'll talk about Charlotte. We can jump into Charlotte here now. Matt Makes Things, welcome in. Good to see you. Turbo, good to have you back. Oh, clean dishes. Happens. Been there, done that. I want the Zilisch you make, man. So bad, your work's so good. Well, actually, this is for a friend, so I can't make this one for you. And right now, I am at critical mass as far as making cars go. I cannot pick up any new work at the moment. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say no. It's not to say that it won't happen in the future, but just like at this current time, I can't take on any more work. I've just reached my maximum jobs right now. So I know that's not the answer you were looking for, but I got to be truthful and just I can't pick up anything else right now. Cool Noah just got out of school today. Nice. School's out for summer. That's a classic song. After tomorrow, I have 2 weeks, 2 days, and 1 half day, and I'm done with middle. Not that you're counting down or anything like that, are you? That's funny. You're very specific about how much time you have left. Cool when you add stuff, old model kits, you cut out girls and add screens. Yeah, so this car, this is just a ARC Action Racing Collectibles diecast that I stripped down to bare metal, painted black, and now we're applying the decals over top of it. The trunk does not open on these cars, and neither do the roof flaps. They're just molded in to the diecast body shape. So they do not open on this particular car, but on other cars they do. So yeah, that's just the cheap. These cars have gotten pretty cheap over the years. They used to, but it's been a while since they have. Yes, Rowdy. Ellie did message me, and he said that he's gonna try and not be on the internet as much over the summer, so he might not be joining streams as much, but I did get his drawing. I can go grab it upstairs. It's upstairs. We could take a break here and I can go run up and grab it here in a few minutes. It is really impressive. He did great work on it. I did speak on, and well, they said that I can have my Jimmy Johnson 2016 Homestead Win diecast made. I was so happy. Oh, dude, that car goes for a lot of money. If I can't get the real one, I'll get one customized. Yeah, that's a good plan, because that car is expensive. I do not envy anybody trying to find it now after the fact. You know, it's always funny because you'll like buy cars when they get sold or produced or whatever, and they're $100-something, whatever, but then some of them just go insane with the resale prices and upcharging that people do. Speaking of that, the disgusting people that were absolutely marking up Kyle Busch cars was very sad to see over this past weekend. We did go to a place called Race Day Authentics to pick up the Ryan Sieg door, and they had a sign on the front door that said, "No Kyle Busch sheet metal will be sold." And I absolutely respected them for saying that, because there were going to be people that ran in there just to buy up all of his sheet metal just to resell it and mark it up. So yeah, I'm glad that they said that they weren't selling any Kyle pieces, because I've seen some of the diecast prices that people are trying to sell his cars at, and it's just gross. It's really gross. Oh, Milo is kicking back, enjoying the show. Nice. The cat is in the house. Let's fix this up real quick. And then we can look at Charlotte. We'll cover the Charlotte weekend. And like I said, I'll do a video of our experience. I'll do that next week. This week's going to be a Kyle Busch tribute video. So we'll do my Charlotte race weekend experience video next week. Yeah, so mad respect to Race Day Authentics. If you guys are in the market for sheet metal, it's a little expensive, but honestly not too bad. So I did pick up the Ryan Sieg Watkins Glen door, which was nice, and I got it signed by all my friends, so that was fun. He's probably working his damn shop. Okay. Oh yeah, Martin pre-ordered that. Yeah, Lionel. Another good thing that Lionel did was they left their pre-orders open, so you know, if you wanted to go pick up his last win in the truck series, you could go do that. Okay, let's see. One person was even charging $900 for Elite. I can believe it, just because people are gross. It's a shame, but I can believe it, just the way that people are these days. Yeah, 2007 Kyle Busch car, $400. Yep, it's just crazy, the people trying to charge exuberant amounts of money for them and just make money. Like, I get it. It's the free market, and that's just how it goes, but it's still pretty gross to see that. Coconutty, good to see you. How do you get the design on? Do you just use paintbrush? So this one is all a decal. This is all a decal. This car, if you scroll back to the beginning of the stream, it was just all black, and then everything that I've put on so far is just decal. I do some airbrushing and some painting that way, but this is a decal. My parents got me a Kyle Busch Rover jacket at the end of freshman year. It hasn't arrived yet. Pre-ordered it. Well, that's pretty cool that you got it before. Hopefully it still comes in rowdy. The old Elites are now Premier Elites. The old Arcs are now Elites in the old retail store. Yep, that's true. I actually did talk to the Lionel CEO. I talked to Thomas. I talked to the Lionel CEO at the event, and it was cool to see those guys talk a little bit about the brand, talk a little about where they're at, that sort of thing. So yeah, it was cool to get some insight and chat with those guys. I also talked to the girl that runs the forum. Super nice. She was very sweet. She's funny because she puts up with all of the shenanigans on the forum, and she said she enjoys it. So It's a good time. Oh, real Mr. Purrs, you're gonna head out? All good, man. Don't have to apologize to me. Hope you have a good rest of your night as well. Hanging out with a friend. Sweet. eBay scalpers. Yeah, they are. They are pretty gross. They kind of did that a little bit with Biffle too. Not to the same extent, but it happened with Greg as well. Yeah, do K Chronic. Decals are always best. I don't think I've seen you in the chat, so good to have you here. Welcome in. I don't think I said that before, but thank you for joining. How... Matt, I think you said you were going to Pocono in 2 weeks or something, and then you took your message away. I know you might not stream for much longer, so I'll see you next stream. No, we just started. I'm gonna be here for a little bit anyway. Who was this? This actually was a Connor Zilisch car, believe it or not. So I'm taking a Connor Zilisch car apart to make it a Connor Zilisch car. So the reason I did that is because I wanted to keep the front and back glass the same. Your finger slip. It's all good. I wanted to keep the front and the back glass the same, so I used a Connor Zilisch car for this. My goal is to make it look as good / as professional as possible, and not that these decals wouldn't be good / professional, but I think I can get it closer with using the actual windshields. Okay, so sorry about the mess. I still haven't really fully cleaned all my stuff up from the trip. There's still boxes and programs and things. I haven't even plugged in my other laptop. Oh, my other laptop's gonna die. Hold on. Oh no. Whew. That was almost bad. We saved it. We're good. We're good. Okay, that thing's charging. I also did buy a new battery for that laptop, so I got to put that in at some point. But I haven't had time yet. One time I made a Kyle Busch car out of a Kyle Busch car. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with this. This is a Connor Zilisch car being made out of a Connor Zilisch car. All right. So, I guess since we're here, we can talk about, let's go to Charlotte, the Charlotte race weekend first. So actually, we'll start on Saturday. Okay, let's see. We'll start on Saturday because this was technically the first race of the weekend. So, Ross wins the race. I was very happy about that. You guys, you'll see in my video next week how close I was able to get. I actually got him to sign one of my cars earlier in the day. I got to talk to him on pit road. Ross is he's a classy fella. He's a class act dude. Let me tell you. Connor Zilisch. Okay. And I know I've said that before, but yeah, I don't really want to talk about Kyle. I mean, there's not much more that I can really say. But yes, it seemed like it could have been prevented, which is unfortunate. Obviously, because we would like to see him still be here. But yeah, it seemed like it was one of those things that could have been prevented had they, I guess, caught it earlier or taken more steps earlier. After seeing Ross the week prior, the win gives me hope that this season can turn around. So yeah, Ross led 28 laps. He absolutely wheeled that car. It was very fun to watch. The one thing about this race, obviously the unfortunate part of it was just how much of it was run under caution and how weather plagued this race was. That was horribly disappointing because, as I continue to say, as I always say, the O'Reilly Series puts on the best show of the weekend. So to see this race run majority under yellow, actually, was it majority under yellow? We'll look in a minute. A lot of it under yellow and get delayed and finish under the circumstances that it did was very, very disappointing. Again, I was happy that Ross won. I already pre-ordered the car. But yeah, this race was plagued heavily by the rain. Cup race was boring. O'Reilly race was cool. Yes. I'll agree with that. The Cup race was, especially from the stands, it was pretty boring. Maybe on TV it would have been better to view, but as far as like the in the stands experience went, it wasn't that exciting. There was some things going on, but these new cars, they just... We'll get to the Cup race in a minute. So, yes, Ross wins. Let's scroll down. Ross is the boss. Jesse Love finishes second. Austin Hill third. You guys can see the rest of the finishing order there. I did already order this car. So Lionel put it up for pre-order, and I have already ordered it. No surprise there. Our boy Ryan Sieg gets a top 10. Jamie Williams, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you. Matt makes. I got his Wendy's Mexico City 124 signed, Coke 600 164 signed, and he asked if I wanted my hat signed, and I said yes. Well, that's exciting. Matt, I'm assuming you're talking about Ross, right? You got pizza. Nice. Pizza is good. My wife brought home some Mexican food today. It was pretty solid. Mad respect to her. Hearts in the chat for the old beautiful wife. Well, hi, Pavine. Is it Pavine? Pavine? How do I say it? Am I saying it incorrectly? Pavine? You can correct me. Just tell me if I'm mispronouncing. It looked like phonetically Pavine makes sense, but I could be off base here. I gotta stop saying too. Pizza. He signed my hat. Felt like I was getting knighted by the Queen of England. Yeah, Ross is super cool. He's very fan friendly. I've only ever had positive interactions with him, and it's up to like 5 or 6 at this point. So, yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Ross, especially after this weekend. He signed my gold car, which I was super stoked for. And yeah, it was just, I'm really glad that he won because I got to talk to him. He got to sign my car. It was just a cool experience. Hold on, I'm fighting this decal here. Sorry. Apologies. Pavine. Okay, got it. Yeah, Diecast Detour. Welcome in. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. Yeah, 54 out of 200 under yellow was... They didn't even race 200. They raced 90. We'll get to that in 1 second. This decal is giving me a headache. Okay. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? No, absolutely not. Wait a minute, what happened to the poll question? Ah, the poll ended? Why did it end? Well, Kyle Busch smashed the guitar at Nashville in 2009. Wow, only 1 out of the 4 people got it right. Pineapple on pizza is a big negative for me. No, sir. Get that off of there. No. Okay. The moment I became a fan of Ross was when he won 2022 Talladega. Yeah. I've been a Ross since... Yeah, there was a poll. Let me try re-adding the poll. Hold on. Start a poll. Okay. Here, let's just do this. Sorry. I don't know why the poll got... It got rid of the poll. Paste. Okay, so it was 2007, 2008. I think I just gave away the answer, but I don't know if you guys were paying too much attention. All right. Whoa, it just got rid of my chat. Okay. There, we got the poll in the chat now. I did just give away the answer. Zach, nice to see you. Welcome in. The poll is in the chat, so if you haven't voted, go vote. I think I just gave away the answer, but I don't know how many of you guys are like paying attention. Yeah, Zed does like pineapple on pizza. I am making Connor's here. You know what? I'll just show you. We are making Connor Zilich's Clicklane Axalta Chevrolet Xfinity car from last year. He raced this at Bristol. I don't know anything about the car, other than that's the track that he raced at, and this was a special request from a friend that wanted this car. So I am making it. You knew the answer before. I figured. I did too, but yeah, I figured that would be a good poll question since they're at Nashville. Obviously, Kyle. So, Ranthony says, thinking of proposing. I'm assuming I know what you're talking about. Does she know what you're talking about? I mean, she's right there, isn't she? I don't know about. She's probably supposed to be a surprise. I'm pretty sure. We'll just let that one hang there. We'll leave it on that. I will give you a hint. It was not 2010. Whoever voted for 2010, it was not 2010. But yes, so good to see you. Shoot, what was your name? Where'd you go? Zach. Good to see you, Zach. Welcome in. My favorite Bush moment of all time is the interview. Everything's right. Yeah, everything is great. The car is great. Just happy to be at the track, or something like that. So yeah, this is the car that we're working on. I was wrong. Yes, it was not 2010. But yeah, so I was very happy to see Ross get the dub. Everybody, it seemed like a pretty popular win around Victory Lane. We got to go down by Victory Lane, and I have a pretty sweet video of him getting out of the car and smashing the watermelon and celebrating and bowing, just like taking a bow, just like Kyle does or did. So yeah, it was a pretty popular win amongst the patrons that stuck around to watch the race to the end. There were a decent amount of us. I did a little fanboying and then ran down. I remember. Yeah, Sam Bass. So the thing about that was it wasn't just a cheap guitar. Like I think in Kyle's mind he thought it would have been like an acoustic guitar and just shatter into a million pieces. But that was a Les Paul guitar that was custom made by Sam Bass. And yeah. It was I think it was like $25,000 or estimated something. It was pretty expensive guitar smashing. So yeah, Sam Bass was not happy. R.I.P. to Sam Bass too. I know it's been a few years, but same kind of deal. Sam Bass did a lot of great work for NASCAR over the years. A lot of great work. So yeah, Kyle did smash that guitar after winning. In the future you will. Well, that's good. It's always good to have a plan. Whether or not the plan actually goes how you envisioned it, it's always good to have a plan. You don't want to just kind of coast and float through life. You got to have some sort of vision of what you would like or plan. So that's good. But yeah, so Ryan Sieg finishes 7th in the 39. So it was a solid top 10 for those guys. I was very happy about that. The 88 car. I talked to Raja Karuth too. He was very nice, very accommodating. I asked him if he was named after the tiger in Aladdin, Jasmine's tiger, and he said no, because he's a 90s kid, so you never know. He laughed and said no, that he was not. And then who else? Parker Retzlaff gets a top 15 along with Anthony Alfredo. I didn't meet them, but I hung out with their team and some of the crew members, so that was pretty fun to do. So it was good to see those two guys in the top 15. And then Kyle Sieg finishes in 19th, so a top 20 for that team as well. So overall, a pretty good night for all of our guys, and obviously Ross winning was the cherry on top, the best of the best. I was the most excited about that, of course. So the closest I got to Busch is where he won the truck race Pocono and recorded his victory lane celebration interview. Nice. Yeah, I was there for his 2015 win at Homestead. I was very unhappy at the time. Yes, Cole Custer gets the top 10 as well. Carson Quaffle is also. Connor Zilisch, Corey Day. So we'll go down and we'll look at... Oh, and yeah, the unfortunate thing was... Where is he? Jeremy Clements got caught up in that one wreck. Well, he got caught up in something and took some damage. It might have been when there was oil on the track. That was one of the craziest things, where all the cars just went up into the track after somebody, I think it was the 35, blew his engine, put oil down on the track, and everybody went up and hit the wall. So Ross's car actually has some cool race version damage on it, which is, I mean, I'm a fan. Anytime you can get race damage, you love to see it. Ooh, Bobby Allison autograph. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, Dawson Cram. They lost a motor, put some oil on the track, and a lot of people got in it. I saw Busch one person twice. I feel I don't even know, to be honest. I couldn't tell you how many times I've seen him win. But yeah, so over half of this race was run under caution. And it was pretty weird. This race was pretty weird. So they only ran, how many laps they ran? 91. They ran 91 laps just to get past the stage, just so they could call it, because everybody wanted to go home. It was a very long day. We were at the track all day on Saturday, and it was a very, very long day. So Ross obviously gets the win. It was, the last couple restarts were cool. They were dicing it up, running real hard, swapping positions. It was neat. Like I said, the O'Reilly cars always put on the best show of the weekend. But yeah, so after a good run, Ryan Sieg jumps up to 14th in points. Parker Retzlaff still sits in the top 10. Anthony Alfredo's creeping into the picture a little bit. Same thing with Jeremy Clements. So like the chase picture is getting pretty close, pretty good. But yeah, Justin Allgaier has a healthy lead over the field. Most famous NFL autograph for Hall of Fame Steelers, Jack Ham, who's Steel Curtain Defense of the Pits. So like I've heard of that Steel Curtain thing, but I don't know anything about football. Like I don't care about football. But that's pretty cool though. My mom, so as far as the Steelers go, my mom knew Bill Cowher. I'm assuming you would know who Bill Cowher is, their old coach. His wife was her basketball coach in high school. I'm pretty sure. Something like that. So that's like the extent of the football knowledge that I have. But yeah, so Saturday's race was a big mess. Overall, I'm super happy that Ross won. Like I said, next week you'll get to see the video where we were kind of like in victory lane, so to speak, or at least very close to victory lane. and got to see him smash the watermelon and everything. So I will be posting that next week. You guys will get to see that. And then obviously the rest of our drivers did well. Moving on to Sunday, Bill Cower was awesome. Yeah, I never met him. She said she met him when she was younger, and you know, obviously with his wife being the coach and everything, she said he was very nice. So yeah. Sunday, the first race on Sunday was this one. Hot take: NASCAR should have kept the playoffs and the trucks and maybe O'Reilly. Ooh, that is a hot take. I don't like that. I'm gonna go with no. I think they should have gotten rid of the playoffs in all 3 series. No chase. The truck race was really good until it wasn't. We stayed in the hotel to watch this. We weren't going back to the track for the truck race. So we stayed in the hotel and just watched it on TV, and it got cut short by 24 laps, I think, because Fox wanted to put the coverage of the IndyCar race on, which to some degree I understand, but also that's kind of BS. It is BS. So Lane Riggs gets the dub. The highlight of the truck race, or the scariest part, was the 7 truck of Corey Day getting airborne on the backstretch, and I don't want to say almost going over the wall, but a couple more feet in the air and he would have cleared that wall. So I think they might have to consider putting a catch fence on that wall going forward. Have any advice about having kids? Kids are great. I mean, we have one, and the second one's on the way, and kids are great. She's been so much fun. Advice. I would say that you kind of really don't know what to expect, but you're going to learn it very quickly. And it's just a lot of hard work. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's not hard work, because it is. But it's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding, especially when they start learning things too, and you can see them start to like process things better. So it's obviously, I would say the biggest piece of advice is wait until you're married. You don't have to be like super well established, but you know, decently in a good place financially, not in like millions of dollars of debt and all that, but have good family structure around you, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I guess, I don't know if that's exactly what you were looking for, but that's a very off-the-wall question, but fair enough. Respect to it. I would look for advice from someone older than me, because we've only had one kid, but you know what? I have a little bit to offer, so that's what I will say. Okay. I don't think Lionel Racing is going to offer Lane Riggs. Yeah, I don't think so either. They were very quick to put up Ross's truck win, or O'Reilly win, and the Cup win for Daniel, but they didn't seem... I don't know if they're going to make it or not. Not up to me. So yeah, that's... I guess keep your eyes peeled, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they are or are not going to make it. Cook. Hey, Cook. Welcome in. Back from a dance. Ooh, what is it? Dance? Is it prom? Prom's like the end of the school year, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. That was like 10 years ago for me. That's good advice considering I was born June 27th. Oh, yeah. June 27th. Your birthday's coming up. 26th on the doctor's. I was going to be born on August 2nd. Oh. So, yeah. There's nothing really else I want to talk about the truck race. It was very disappointing. Almost half of it was under caution also. The biggest problem for me was Ross just never really... He seemed like he had a decent truck, but not a winning truck. And then he got caught up in some shenanigans and could never really recover. Yeah, it is a cool winner. I like Lane Riggs. I don't have a problem with him. My head didn't help really well, so I need a helmet to notice a little bit. Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard that's a thing. I personally have not experienced that yet. Maybe we will at some point, but I have heard that that is a thing. Babies sometimes have a cone head or a soft head. Well, I know the skull or something doesn't fully isn't fully hardened like right away. No, I have not driven a stock car. It's not really something that I'm really keen on doing. It would be cool, I suppose, once. But I've always wanted to build them. I've always wanted to work on them. I've never really been one that's wanted to drive them. But, yeah, it'd be cool. It's cool that you got to. Maybe one day I'll get to, but yeah, it's not really like a super high thing on my priority list. I'd rather work on the teams. I'd rather do some engineering for them. Something like that. So quick glance at the point system or points standings here for the truck series. Not too many crazy things to discuss, I suppose. We have Lane Riggs jumping up to second, gaining on Caden Honeycutt a little bit because Caden Honeycutt also finished second. So he didn't gain a ton on him. Just a little bit. Let's see here. Oh no, see, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, sorry. I cannot believe the end of the truck race under yellow. I had plenty of time to do green, white, checkered. Yeah, I can't believe how much TV dictates the sport, to be honest with you. I honestly do think signing the TV deal was probably one of the worst ideas that NASCAR has had in a while. I think it's probably hurt them more than it has helped them. But again, hindsight's always 20/20, so you can't, I can't judge them too harshly for making that deal when they did. But yeah, Fox and NBC being able to dictate races and timing and outcomes and stuff like that, it's pretty frustrating. I feel old considering I graduate high school in 4 years and middle school in 2 weeks. You feel old? You're still in middle school? Like, okay. Wait till you're about 30, and then high school was more than 10 years ago, and you're like, where did the time go? If I'm still streaming at that point, I want you to come back on the channel if you're still following me and say, Mr. Diecast, it was pretty crazy how fast the time went. Let's see. If you're in middle school now, what are you, like, I don't know, 12, 13, something like that? So 12 years, 15, 17 years, I don't know. I doubt I'll be streaming that then, but I guess we'll see. Crazier things have happened. So yeah, all right. Enough of this race. Truck race was pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. Mostly because Ross couldn't get the triple. I was hoping that he would win all 3 races, but obviously he did not. He turned 14 next June. Jeez. Oh, this June. All right, then we'll flip over to the Indy 500, which I did not get to watch in its entirety, but we'll just cover it briefly because it was a fantastic finish. So we were able to watch the beginning of it and then part of the middle of it, but we didn't get to see the ending, so I had to look that up later. Really cool finish to that race. Felix Rosenqvist, the Swede, gets the dub by 0.02 of a second over David Malukas. Honestly, I'm okay with it. I like Felix Rosenqvist. I don't have anything against him. I don't necessarily have anything against David Malukas other than the fact that he drives for Penske. I don't really like Penske. But yeah, Malukas gets second. Unfortunately, gets the win taken right out from his hands. And Felix Rosenqvist wins. I don't really know much else about this race. I know Catherine Legg got caught up in a wreck that was not her fault, so that was unfortunate. I wanted to see her do well. She raced in the Cup race, didn't do a whole lot. She did have a loose wheel, not her fault either. So I want to see her continue to do well. I ordered new decals and ordering 20 new sheets next week. Greg is in the house. Did you get the situation solved with the other decals, Greg? Oh yeah, the Weenie 500. I did watch some of that. Mr. Diecast, remember me when you're famous. I'm not. I don't think I'm ever gonna get famous, but I will remember all of you guys when I get famous, quote unquote. I don't think that's gonna happen, but of course. Yes, the Weenie 500 was something. It was something. I mean, I understand it. It cracks me up, but like, holy innuendos. I don't know how they're able to broadcast it, but pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Mad respect to them for allowing that to be put on television. Pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, you emailed them, waiting for a response. Okay. Yeah, as long as... So I don't know how Twitter messages work, but if you can download the file that I sent you, I saved it, or I exported it as a PNG, which is the correct file format, because you have to have a transparent background, which it does, but I don't know if you can download it that way. So hopefully you can. Hopefully it works. It should work. Swedish meatballs. Yes, sir. The Swede gets the dub in the greatest spectacle in motorsports. And I'm pretty happy with it. I like Felix. I'm gonna try and potentially, maybe go to Mid-Ohio this year. We'll see. I ordered 6 Ryan Sieg sets. Nice. Ryan Sieg. Gotta order some Kyle Sieg stuff too. They gotta put that kid in some good cars. When I was in the line for Ross, one guy had 3 bumpers. I've considered getting some Ross sheet metal. The problem is, like, I don't need any more sheet metal. I don't really have a place for it. But yeah, that's kind of the big problem for me, is I don't really have a place anymore for more sheet metal. So I'm either gonna have to move, or I'm gonna have to stop buying body panels. Stopping ordering body panels is looking like the more likely option at this stage. The New York dog got massively booed by the crowd. That's funny. See, I did not watch it with sound, I don't think. I don't really remember if I did. It was a very busy weekend. We were all over the place. Maybe I watched it on my phone, actually. You know what? I think I just watched the highlights. So I didn't actually hear them introduce the cars. Or the dogs, the hot dogs. But yes, so Matt, to your point, Ross, I'm assuming that guy was getting them signed. Ross would just talk to anybody that came up to him on pit road and took pictures with people, and people were asking for him to sign things, and he was always accommodating. So it was really cool. Still waiting on you putting together a race car with all of your sheet metal. So I have William Byron's rear bumper cover. I have Cody Dennison's passenger side. Actually, yeah, we're getting close on the passenger side. We have Cody's right rear quarter panel, and then we have Ryan Sieg's door. So we're getting close. So I have a bumper cover, rear quarter panel, and a door. So I got to get a front fender now. So, like, yeah, I suppose we're slowly working our way there. We're getting there. Some of that stuff is expensive, though. So, we'll see. We'll see. In due time. In due time. Alright, so as soon as I get this in a good spot, we'll jump over to the big race over the weekend, which was the Coke 600. Again, I was in attendance for that. It was all right. It was all right. I sat in the stands for that one. Roddy just mentioned the idea I've had for years. Yeah, just piece together a car. Yeah, it hasn't really ever been on at the forefront of my mind, but it's something that's kind of in the back of my mind. Like, maybe eventually I'll get enough sheet metal. So, let's set that down. Okay, so we'll go here. Close that. Close that. Close that. Okay, so we'll take a look here at the Coca-Cola 600. This race was a long race. Obviously, it's the longest of the season. Our boy Daniel Suarez gets the dub after 373 of the scheduled 400 laps. Man, the race was 4.5, almost 5 hours long. It felt like it. It felt like it. I've seen those. They're little tiny cards, pieces like that. I have a couple of those, like Jeff Gordon ones and stuff. I can't make a car out of those. That would take forever. But yeah, so the race itself, at least from my perspective from the grandstands, was basically a Toyota domination with Chevy stealing it at the end with Daniel Suarez' 2-tire pit stop. He did have to hold everybody off for a couple restarts. William Byron, and it's the first time a non-American to win the Coke 600. Oh, cool. I like Daniel. I don't really have a problem with him. I'm not really for or against him. I'm just kind of neutral. My Instagram is blowing up because of my Dover videos. Ooh, well, I don't have an Instagram, so did you post them all on Twitter? Maybe I'll have to check them out. NASCAR sports cards are another favorite. Yeah, I haven't collected those in a long time. I got a pack of them when I was younger in like 2006 or something. But let's see here. No, you didn't post them on Twitter. Well, come on. What are you doing? I don't have an Instagram. Miles Modelworks. Hello, welcome in. I don't think I've seen you before, so welcome. Welcome to the channel. What's your experience buying decals for Pados? The decal scene, but I'm so about shipping them here from Australia. I've heard he steals designs. Yeah, Tim, your company, Freeway Insurance on the hood, primary sponsor. I used to buy a lot of decals from Pados. He has a very wide variety of decals. Greg Dortch fan for life. Greg, he's changed his name. He really likes them. I have kind of started to get away from buying decals from there. It's just a design. If you want them to not be taken, don't post. Yeah, okay, I suppose, but like, anyway, they're fine. They're decent quality. The reason I don't like them is because they have a bunch of extra. Here, I can just show you. I have some.